is to my 4 kids, and then to the kids that they marry. Yeah, they're still my kids too, so now I have 7. And now I got 2 grandbabies. They're my kids, and we got kids all over the United States. One, even this morning, that lives in California, has already told me, "Happy Mother's Day, Mom, I love you." So I got them everywhere, but that's fine with me. I don't even know how many I got, but that's fine with me. I don't take it lightly. Never would I take it lightly, because it's the biggest responsibility that I have, and to me, it's the biggest responsibility that I've ever been blessed with. Yes, it is a blessing to be a mom. I don't think that there's a such thing as an unwanted baby or a mother that in her heart, no matter how circumstances are in her life, she realizes this is a blessing from God to me. And I've never thought there's such thing as an unwanted lady, woman that did not want to be a mother to the baby that she gives birth to. Because it's an awesome experience. Yes, it's very painful, but it's an awesome experience, and it's worth every bit of it. I've never taken it lightly, and my main goal since I've become a mother, more than any important thing that I could ever do to my kids, is to teach them the ways of the Lord. Because when it's all said and done, it's going to matter to me at all if they become the richest person in the world, they become the top person in the world, if they have the most money in the world, if they're the president of the United States. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is they all make heaven, and they all hear him say, "Well done." Because that's what's going to make heaven for me, is knowing that my babies are up there, their spouses, my grandbabies, my husband, most of all to see my Jesus and to hear him say, "Well done." But that's all. That's what I'm put here for, is to make sure that the responsibilities that he gives me, that I do all that I can to make sure that they make heaven, that they hear him say, "Well done."
Right.
It matters to me, and as I went to death's door to give birth to them, I would do it right now again for every one of them. I would do it right now again, even in the spiritual world. And yes, I do, and yes, I have. It means that much to me. When I see one of them, and Mama always knows. I don't always let my kids know that I know things that's going on with them, but I always know, and I usually tell him, "So-and-so, I feel so-and-so about," and they think I got eyes in the back of my head, but I can be many miles away from them, and I am many miles away from 2 of them. But I know things that's going on. They don't have to tell me. Nobody tells me. God tells me. And I'll tell him, this is happening, and sure enough, it'll show up. That's what's going on with them. Moms always know. We always know. We don't always let our kids know that we know, but we always know. And sometimes we play dumb to things that's going on. We know. Don't we, moms? We know. They can't put anything by us. But motherhood is more than just a stage. It's a lifelong calling from God, and I mean a real lifelong calling. With it, he gives us hearts that love deeply. There's no greater love, I don't think, than a mom has, a real mom. Oh yeah, there's mothers that abuse their kids and even kill their kids. I can't even begin to understand how that they could do that at all. But the real mother is that she loves deeply. She serves her kids tirelessly. Many times, it's like I can't almost put one foot in the other, but I know I need to get this done. I need to do that, or I told them that I would do this, and I push myself, and I do. And a vision to see that the child's blossoming image and the precious ones that's entrusted in our care. And let me give a little word of advice to the single girls, that you still got a few. Just look how that a guy treats his mom. And that's basically how he's going to treat you. If he doesn't treat her with good, love and respect and honor. If he doesn't treat his mother that way, then most likely he's not going to treat you that way. Think about it. Look at the people that you know in your life, and think of somebody and look how he treats his mom. That's how he's going to treat you. And if he doesn't treat her with honor and respect and love, you better leave him alone. Because after the honeymoon's over, you're going to be treated that way. Vice versa, single guys, look how the girl treats her dad. If she doesn't love him, doesn't honor him, doesn't respect him, after the honeymoon's over, she's going to talk to you bad, she's going to treat you bad, she's not going to be a good wife to you. That's just some good advice that you really need to listen to, because it proves out to be that way. I was looking at the internet last night and I found something that was really interesting to me. Somebody give me, if you think that you know the answer to this, how young the youngest mother that they have recorded, how old she was, how young she was when she had her first baby. Does anybody have an idea? This really stunned me because I'm thinking, wow, I wouldn't have even thought that was possible in a child this age. Anybody got an idea?
Yeah.
9.
Wow. Yeah.
She was 5 years, 7 months, and 17 days old.
Wow.
This was in May of 1939. They never proved who the baby's dad was. They always thought that it was probably the stepdad. This was in India. Her name was Lena Medina, is her last name, M-E-D-I-N-A. But she was only 5 years old when she gave birth. I have no idea how the oldest lady has been that's recorded when she gave birth. But I'm telling you, for a 5-year-old to be a mom, wow. She's just a child herself, and I feel sorry for her. But again, they never proved who the dad was. They always thought it was the stepdad. I thought that was really interesting. And then I found something else that says, what's a mom worth? I kind of read through this and I thought, really, I don't know if you could measure. It's like he said a while ago, when the mom's sick, well, she might can go to bed, but if there's something needs to be done, most times she's still going to get up and try to do it. But when her baby's sick, no matter how old the baby is, and I've always told my baby, no matter how old that you get to be, yeah, you might think you're an adult. I used to have, well, Amanda and Sandy, they were the two so far that was really bad about it. When they got about 19, 20 years old, both of them used to say, Mother, I'm not a baby, I'm an adult. I don't care. As long as you're living, and even after you die, if I'm still living, hey, you could be 99 years old, and I'm going to be 100 and plus, but you're still my baby.
That's right.
Finally, Sandy's 24, and Amanda just turned 30, and I think they're both finally, I'm praying, I'm keeping my fingers crossed, they're realizing that what I was saying was the truth, and they act. A lot of times when I'm around them, when I get to be around them, they like me to show them I love them. They like me to kiss them and hug them and tell them, yeah, you're still my baby. Yeah, they're adults. They think they're not my baby, or they thought that, but they are. And then there's Andy. He's 25, and it doesn't matter where he is or who he's around. He's always been one. Even when he's in high school, he'd come, he'd reach down, he'd kiss me, and he'd hug me. I've always known that my babies love me. That's worth more than anything they could do as far as giving me. But this little article was interesting. It was in yesterday, May the 12th, Miami Herald, and it said, what's a mom's worth? From carpools to dirty diapers, straight knees to helping with homework, and getting the kids to whatever practice they need to be at school, whatever practice they need to be at church. There isn't a whole lot that mom doesn't deal with every day. How much is all of that hard work? Sometimes unappreciated. Work worth? Way more than hugs and kisses, according to a recent survey. Now this is how the world looks at it the money way.